Welcome. You're watching the Zip Star Rundown bringing WrestleMania! Home on a budget. The coronavirus has locked WWE into a potentially devastating submission maneuver, leading to a rather historic two-night Showcase of the Immortals. Historic in the sense meaning that for the first time ever there is no live audience. In my view, the only thing worse than a WrestleMania with no crowd is no WrestleMania whatsoever. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony postponed. WrestleMania access cancelled. History. In these dark days, some of us should commend WWE for moving forward with the grandest pay-per-view in sports entertainment today. Among the many things the fans are complaining about for this year's WrestleMania, the fact that not even Rob Gronkowski, the host of WrestleMania, nor Mojo Wally can do anything to hype up this already lame party. Well, if they can't, what if I can? Our tale of the tape for this triple threat matchup, which I hope will make your WrestleMania viewing party, a party of 1, 2, or 3 via Skype due to the circumstances, the party of WWE champions is as follows: 2 WWE pay-per-view DVDs and 1 slobber knocker of a WWE cookbook. First up, WrestleMania 20. 18,500 fans from 20 countries and 48 states here in this country descended on Madison Square Garden for the 20th anniversary of the Showcase of the Immortals, where it all begins again. Sunday, March 14th, 2004. This is rated TV 14. This, like Armageddon, the War-branded pay-per-view, the last one of 2003, were both produced during the Ruthless Aggression era. Running time for this 3-disc WrestleMania DVD set with all the matches and bonus features and extras and backstage interviews, 8 hours and 30 minutes approximately combined. No subtitles and no closed captioning, and that goes the same for Armageddon, but you do get a handy little pamphlet detailing each match and each special feature. The discs tell you also which one contains the main program and which one contains the special features and the extras. Armageddon took place at the TD Waterhouse Center in Orlando, Florida. 12,672 rabid WWE fans were in attendance to witness the evolution of the game. Running time for this pay-per-view, 3 hours approximately. Sunday, December 14th, 2003. WrestleMania 20, by the way, was the first WrestleMania to feature inter-promotional matches, meaning a Raw superstar could take down a SmackDown superstar, or vice versa. A SmackDown superstar could take down a Raw superstar. There are 3 inter-promotional matches, and you'll know which ones they are upon looking inside the pamphlet. Michael Cole and Taz talked for SmackDown, and Jerry and Jim, Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross, talked for Raw. For Armageddon, it was just Jerry and Jim, the King and good old JR, calling for Raw, because again, it was a Raw-branded event. In my view, again, you can't have a WrestleMania party of any kind without some WrestleMania Wardy grub. So we're going to begin first with JR's cookbook. This is Jim Ross's second cookbook, published in 2003, behind Can You Take the Heat? The WWF is Cooking, which was published in 2000, which I have a video review for. I actually reviewed this for my 700th video, and which I bought along just for comparison's sake. This was $7.99, purchased from the Unique Thrift Store here in Patterson, which is closed due to the coronavirus. JR's cookbook is an Amazon purchase, $1.09 for the item itself, plus $3.99 shipping and handling, and 33 cents tax, for a total of $5.41. This is a HarperCollins publication. This is a Pocket Books publication. This has variety going for it in terms of the recipes from the various WWE superstars, but this has more variety in everything else. This is mainly a grilling and barbecue-based cookbook. This has variety in how you can cook any of the recipes featured in here, and I hope that this cookbook and its recipes can be adapted for use on indoor grills, because really, I see a future of indoor grilling this spring and summer to follow. Anyway, let's get started with JR's cookbook. True ringside tales, plus barbecue and down-home recipes, and when you look down upon the cover, it's a guarantee this a New York Times bestseller. I mean, come on, you got good old Jim Ross with his trademark Stetson hat, flanked by WWE Divas. They didn't call them Divas at the time, nor did they call the fans the WWE Universe at the time. What are the Divas? The Hall of Fame hottie Trish Stratus. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Or as Jim Ross would like to say, maybe 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Bookending this cookbook, you have at the beginning a helpful guide to food preparation and equipment suggestions, mainly for grilling and barbecue because, well, this is a grilling and barbecue based book. And at the end, you have a helpful glossary of kitchen lingo, kitchen terms, so to speak. First highlight, I personally want to thank you, the reader, for checking out our newest cookbook. Thanks and happy eating. This is from the introduction. Acknowledgement of the fans. And it's definitely paramount now more than ever that WWE does so. Which is why I gotta give a shout out to Stephanie McMahon, Chief Brand Officer and Smoke Soul wife of Triple H, for doing just that during her introduction to last night's Part 1 of WrestleMania. You'll find many true ringside tales here. Inside the squared circle, mainly by ringside, and outside the squared circle, sitting next to Mickey Mantle, his idol, and finding and managing Mick Foley. Plus, various top 10 lists. For example, top 10 best foreign cities to eat in, ranging from number 10, Bangalore, India, only kidding, to number 1, Montreal, home of the Montreal Screwjob. But really what I'm here for are the recipes. Like this one, a WrestleMania burger. Looking at the ingredients here, that would just match up to any old regular burger. That would be just, it's good enough at best. Someone should do something to make it a WrestleMania level burger, and that's why you'll also find a list of JR's favorite toppings for burgers and hot dogs and anything else between two buns. JR also offers helpful tips on ingredients and preparation of them. May top with JR's barbecue sauce. Can't find it in your store? Order from WWE.com. Yes, Jim Ross had his own barbecue sauce and hot sauce. Click on Shop Zone. Here's one of Jim's stories from ringside. A night when Hollywood's A-list attended Raw. From the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, California, and of course the Staples Arena, the Staples Center, in Los Angeles. Like Dennis Hopper, and Dennis Miller, Nicolas Cage, and the late great Oscar winner Michael Clark Duncan. I'm not counting The Rock because The Rock was a WWE superstar and a Hollywood superstar, so he really doesn't count. That was his choice to do both. It was his choice to multitask. Next year, hopefully when all this madness subsides, WrestleMania is returning to Los Angeles, and hopefully I'll have something by then to mark that special occasion. Bringing Hollywood home on a budget and bringing WrestleMania home on a budget. Those two worlds colliding again? Sign me up! Performing before our audience on live television is the ultimate challenge. Well, guess what? A bigger challenge awaits the WWE Superstars and Women's Division tonight. Performing without a live audience. Here's another top 10 list, this time about things you probably don't know about Jerry the King Lawler, Jim's broadcast partner on Monday Night Raw for 10 years. Ranging from number 10, eating junk food and never gaining weight, to number 1, shaving his body hair. Okay, so not everybody knew that, but now they do. And while doing it, he once almost cut off his nipple. Oh, jeez. My two favorite facts: turns down dates from beautiful women over the age of 30. I have nothing else to say to that other than he is truly America's oldest living teenager. Sorry, Dick Clark, and rest in peace. And number 2, is as big as a shopping mall-holic as any female. Goes to a mall in virtually every city we produce Raw. Could I be a tag team partner in that, the King? Please? Your Highness, really? Top 10 list of things to never say to Vince McMahon. Ranging from number 10, you look tired, to number 1, there is no way that even you to get that guy over. Well, this time, it's not Vince getting anybody over. It's this damn coronavirus. Another highlighter here, which Can You Take the Heat does not feature, a full-color photo insert of the various recipes in here. For example, hot, healthy, chunky chili and SmackDown s'mores. Aw man, s'mores remind me of camping, and even we can't do that without putting ourselves in risk. Jan Ross's Chicken Cacciatore. Jim's late wife Jan contributes a good number of recipes in here too. Sooner Nation's strip steak, an homage to his beloved Oklahoma Sooners, a banana split shake, and an old-fashioned Southern Sun tea. Slobberknocker salmon and Lois's fresh cranberry salad. Plus, baby back ribs and grilled harvest corn with JR's roasted barbecue red pepper sauce. Roasted barbecue red pepper sauce. I don't think he invented that, but I thought that's what it said here. Hey, you might want to take a peek at this video and get inspired to create a new barbecue sauce. A new combination of flavors. Roasted red pepper barbecue sauce. Ah, how about that? That's WrestleMania level. Like this, quote, WrestleMania burger. That does look pretty delicious. And this smackaroni salad. Okay, that's not a smackaroni salad, that's a macaroni salad. The smackaroni salad from The Rock can be found in Can You Take the Heat, the WWF is cooking. Of course, I will provide a link in the description for that. We have JR's creamy coconut cream pie and Jan's fresh blueberry tart. And concluding our photo insert, we have badass Chilean sea bass. Simply yet beautifully seasoned and scented with side dishes like rice and a simple salad. If you want to eat healthy, and everybody should eat healthy, definitely now these days, that's the way to go. For some real country cooking, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, back off! I have for you rabbit, squirrel, and frog legs. Look at JR in his hunting days. My dad and his only son proudly displaying the sizable buck. I was only 8 years old. That's real country hunting and real country cooking. That is as real as it gets. My final top 10 list to close out this review. Top 10 reasons why JR loves this business. Ranging from travel, number 10. Sometimes it's great. Gotta love those freaking flyer miles. To number 1, the most important, the fans. The overall most loyal group of human beings around the globe who often suffer unjust ridicule from insecure, ill-informed critics of our business. Hopefully this WrestleMania will remind them, as well as the fans, that the WWE Universe matters, whether they're attending live or watching on television. Nobody likes a cold, empty barbecue. Find out how to fill up the grill and turn up the fire with JR's Cookbook. While you're waiting for the chow, be sure to check out JR's All True Tales of Life in the WWE. By the way, Lita is on the back of that cover too. In every way, this is so far superior to Can You Take the Heat the WWF is cooking. In saying that, I'm not saying that Can You Take the Heat the WWF is cooking is bad because, well, as far as the cookbook goes with no recipe photos, it's the best one there is. But I'm saying that JR's cookbook has that and so much more going for it. So much more variety outside of the recipes that it's worth picking up and keeping on yourself for a while. And hopefully you've done so even before this review. Now let's move on to the DVDs. First up, WrestleMania 20. I've already told you the stats, so what do I think of it? Well, I thought the first few preliminary matches got the show off to a good start. They say the New York crowd is the most discerning crowd and the toughest to please in WWE, and this received a mixed critical reception, and being the 20th anniversary of WrestleMania, it could have done better, but the first few preliminary matches were good. And the last few matches, the couple of main events, looking at them in hindsight, you kind of feel bittersweet. Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. By the way, WWE, quit posting spoilers on social media about who is winning WrestleMania matches this year. You're making this far worse than it should be. Anyway, here's the pamphlet I mentioned. You get more details about each match and each special feature, like for example, WWE Confidential, pre-match conference from Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman and Molly and Mean Gene Okerlund, the Bite This segment with Eddie Guerrero after his victory, a special edition of Sunday Night Heat, TV promos for WrestleMania 20, post-match comments from fans, again, the New York crowd being the toughest to please in World Wrestling Entertainment, and their comments are glowing. Plus John Cena, Big Show, Mick Foley, Christian, Billy Graham, and the Guerreros, Chavo and Chavo Sr. We have the Mania of WrestleMania on Disc 3. That is a 45-minute documentary narrated by Jesse Ventura, going behind the scenes of WrestleMania 19 at Safeco Field in Seattle, Washington. And a special documentary hosted by Ric Flair, WrestleMania's 10 greatest matches ever produced for Spike TV, leading up to WrestleMania 20. We have a gallery of the first 19 WrestleManias with results, photos, and facts, plus a WrestleMania 10 question trivia quiz. Get each one of them right or wrong, and you get a special surprise message from the WWE superstars. And you may never know what they're going to say, so play nice. Again, looking at this in hindsight with Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit, we know how both of them were done in. One of them of their own demise, another one of tragic circumstances, and I'm not going to delve into that too much. I don't want to lower the WrestleMania quality of this. But that was a good WrestleMania, and for the 20th anniversary celebration of the Showcase of the Immortals, I will definitely be watching this again. For my money, as JR would say, it's worth keeping on your DVD shelf. Now, how about Armageddon? Now, the tagline, Evolution of the Game, might indicate that there is a sudden and subtle spoiler in here. And if you want to see that, click on the link below, where Evolution took home nearly all the gold. I'm sorry, I'm not going to insert that in here, because if I insert too much WWE footage in this video, they'll block this outright. These are the matches: the last chance to win a championship, the last chance for glory, the last big event of the year, the last piece of the puzzle. A triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship: Kane vs. Goldberg vs. Triple H. Shawn Michaels vs. Batista. The Intercontinental Championship: Rob Van Dam vs. Randy Orton, featuring Mick Foley as special guest referee, and Mick Foley was surprisingly playing fair. No dirty tricks before, during, and after pinfall. He was playing fair and calling the shots as he sees them, which I appreciate. Booker T vs. Mark Henry to kick off the match and the event. The Battle of the Sexes, thanks in large part to Raw's dirty general manager Ed Bischoff. Why do you have to make a battle of the sexes? Trish Stratus and Lita versus Chris Jericho and Christian. This was during the love triangle between Chris Jericho, Christian, and Trish Stratus, which ultimately culminated in their showdown at WrestleMania 20. A Tag Team Turmoil World Tag Team Championship match. The Dudley Boys vs. Mark Jindrak and Garrison Cade vs. Val Venus and Lance Storm vs. The Hurricane and Rosie vs. La Resistance, and Scott Steiner vs. Taz battling round 2. This was a decent Armageddon. My first Armageddon DVD, and for the final pay-per-view of WWE for 2003, pretty nice. By the way, with Lillian Garcia singing the Star-Spangled Banner before the event, it's only fitting that John Cena won his United States Championship against the Big Show after the Boys Choir of Harlem sang America the Beautiful to kick off the event. Way to keep it local. Oh, I should read you the back. Madison Square Garden, New York City. WrestleMania returns to where it all began 20 years ago. The entire event is here. 7 championships are on the line, featuring Eddie Guerrero vs. Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship, and Triple H defending his World Heavyweight Championship in a triple threat match against Shawn Michaels and Chris Benoit. Plus, the reunited Rock and Sock Connection takes on Evolution in a 2-on-3 handicap match. Undertaker makes his long-anticipated return to battle Kane. These are the extras and special features. Well, only a few of them. Both these DVDs are just fabulous to own if you're a WWE fan. One more than another, but I'm going to rate them both equal. So, maximum score of 15 claps to be awarded. Oh, there are a few other extra matches in Armageddon, plus backstage interviews, and some special bonus features. You'll just have to pop in the DVD to see what they are. Anyway, 15 claps to be awarded, possibly, so let's see how this fares. WrestleMania 20 gets 4.5 out of 5 claps, and Armageddon gets 4, so that's 8.5. What about JR's cookbook? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is the winner of this triple threat match. 1, 2, 3, and the winner is JR's cookbook. Truly, you gotta pick that up. It is a real slobber knocker of a cookbook. And in total, 13.5 out of 15 claps for this triple threat matchup. Tonight has yet to pick up where last night left off for this year's WrestleMania to answer the question, will this year's WrestleMania, the first without a live audience, be remembered as good enough at best or bowling suit ugly at the worst? No matter what, I hope this review has helped your WrestleMania viewing party become just a little bit more WrestleMania quality, even under these circumstances. And I also hope that the Thrift Store Rundown can be your tag team partner in making social distancing more fun. Speaking for good old JR, I hope you continue to have a slobber knocker WrestleMania weekend. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Yo! Man. Fully that.
No, this isn't mine. It's my dad. Those are my dad's too.
They're on you. Who cares?
Wait, you want me to go John Cena?
John Cena.
John
John Cena sucks.
No